chorus, this song is called Alive. So for the middle step, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's it for the middle step. For the second verse, it says, in the midst of the darkest night, let your love be the shining light, breaking chains that were holding me. You sent your son down to set me free. And that's it for the second verse. For the pre-chorus, it says, you are my freedom. We lift you higher, Your love, never ending. Oh, oh, oh. And that's it for the pre-chorus. For the chorus, it says, you are alive in us. Nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. Oh, oh. And that's it, so let's do it with music.
Broken heart, you picked me up, now I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again, forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words can say. I'll follow you, Lord, for all my days. I'll fix my eyes following your ways, forever free in unending grace. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, you higher. You love, never ending. Whoa, oh, oh. You are light in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. Whoa. Darkest night, let your love be the shining light, breaking chains that were holding me. You sent your son down and set me free. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, you love, never ending. Whoa, oh, oh. You are light in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your Lord has set us free. You are light in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your Lord has set us free. Whoa. You are my freedom. We lift you higher, Your love, never ending. Whoa, oh, oh. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, Your love, never ending. Whoa, oh, oh. You are light in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your Lord has set us free. You are light in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your Lord has set us free. Whoa. You spoke one word and the dark became light. it, yeah. You spoke my name and my heart came to life. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it, I wanna scream and shout it. I'm gonna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs, yeah, at the top of my lungs. You're all I need every day in my life. I believe it, yeah. You're all I need, always here by my side. I believe it, yeah. I wanna sing about it, I wanna scream and shout it. I wanna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs, yeah, at the top of my lungs. Oh, at the top of my lungs. I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it, I'm gonna sing it out. At the top of my lungs. I'm gonna scream it, oh, I'm gonna shout it, I wanna sing it right now. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason that I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs, at the top of my lungs, yeah, at the top of my lungs.
Hi RCC kids, it's Miss Lois and I miss you guys so much. I hope you are all doing well and remembering to wash your hands and not touch your face and coughing into your elbow, also known as chicken wing, right? As we shelter in place and as you guys learn school online, we are having church online. But just because we have church in our own homes doesn't mean that we are not connected. We are connected together spiritually, and we are one family through Jesus Christ. And let's make sure to continue to pray for each other, to read your Bible, and to worship when you can, because that is how we stay connected to our Father, and that also strengthens our community in faith. So this week, RCC kids, I would love for you guys to pray for your RCC friends. And one particular family I would love for you guys to lift up is the Woods family. So if you guys can pray for Kylan, Evan, London, and Ryan, that would be wonderful, because I'm not sure if you've heard or not, but they recently lost their grandfather. And It's a very difficult time. So Kylan, Evan, London, and Ryan, we love you guys and we're praying for you. And we know that you have faith and hope in Jesus Christ. So just know that we are thinking of you guys. All right, you guys, let's continue to pray for our RCC missionaries as well, and pray for your families and your friends as well, okay?
Even before the sun and stars caught fire, even before the earth and sky were made, you had a purpose and a plan for my life. You held my heart and you knew my...
After living in Babylon for 70 years, God's people were home. A group had returned to Jerusalem to rebuild God's temple. They had started the work, but their neighbors didn't want them to rebuild the temple, so they stopped building. The people made excuses. Maybe it isn't the right time to rebuild the temple, they said. They thought that because the task was difficult, maybe God didn't want them to do it. God sent the prophets Haggai and Zechariah to encourage the people.
Blah, 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 blah.
So the leaders, Zerubbabel and Joshua, started working on the temple again. At this time, Darius, the king of Persia, ruled over the land of Judah. The king was in charge of so much land, he put governors in charge of some of the land. A governor named Tattenai noticed God's people had started to rebuild the temple again. Tattenai talked to Zerubbabel and the others working on the temple. "Do you have permission to rebuild this temple?" Tattenai asked. The workers said, "We do." Tattenai sent a worker to King Darius. This is what Tattenai's letter to King Darius said. To Darius the king, this letter is to tell you that the people of Judah are building the temple of the great God. They said King Cyrus gave them permission to rebuild the temple. Please search the royal records to see if this is true. King Darius's officials searched the royal record for Cyrus's order. They found it, a scroll with a record from King Cyrus. This is what was written on the scroll. Let God's temple be rebuilt. It will be a place to offer sacrifices. Let its foundation be rebuilt. King Cyrus had also ordered for the cost of building the temple to be paid for out of the royal treasury. So King Darius sent a letter back to Tattenai. He gave this order: stay away from the workers in Jerusalem. Don't bother them or try to stop them. Give them whatever they need. Tattenai and the other officials obeyed King Darius' order. The Jewish leader kept building, and they finally finished the temple of God. The people celebrated and made offerings to God. They chose priests and assistants to serve in the temple. Then God's people celebrated the Passover. God's people were so happy. Now, the temple of God was finally complete. God's people rebuilt the temple so they would have a place to worship God. Years later, God sent his son, Jesus, to be with his people. Now God dwells not in the temple, but directly with his people. Jesus provided something better than the temple. He gives us himself.
Even before the sun and stars caught fire, even before the earth and sky were made, obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. From highest mountains to the deepest oceans, you have created everything we see, and still you made me unlike any other. Nothing compares to your love for me, no. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good. The top of my lungs I sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs I'll sing, with all of my heart I will praise you. God, you are everything. You're the reason I lift my voice. At the top of my lungs. Yeah, at the top of my lungs. You're all I need every day of my life. I believe it, yeah. You're all I need, always here by my side.